my God. Okay.
So much.
Looks so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Hello, this is Locally Yours, episode 1.
Oh, I didn't know that we were the first episode.
Episode 1. And we are here with Molly and Rhonda, and we're going to talk about the mix. So, tell me about yourselves. For people who don't know you.
Okay, my name is Molly Lukey, and I, for the past 12 years, have worked for Madhouse, which is a small brand and creative agency in downtown Toledo. I also serve as a board member for the Metro Parks, and I was born and raised here, and I love the Arts Commission, and so I just serve as a volunteer for the Arts Commission.
And hi, I'm so excited to be here on this episode. So I am joining Molly Lukey and also Gretchen DeBacker, who couldn't be with us today, as tri-chairs of the mix. So in the community, I call myself affectionately and unapologetically a dinosaur because, and I love the dinosaurs, but I have been here a very long time in the community. And I'm Rhonda Sewell. I'm Director of Advocacy and External Affairs for the Toledo Museum of Art. I've worked there for about 4 years. Prior to that, people know me as a reporter for the Blade newspaper, and I directed governmental affairs for the library system for a very long time. I'm a community-centric culture amplifier in the community and serve on many, many boards. But the one that I always say is the most meaningful is the Arts Commission Board. So I'm a mayoral trustee since 2018 for the Arts Commission Board, and Gretchen DeBacker is also a board member as well. I wanted to mention that, and we love serving on the board, and I'm the immediate past president of the board. So I'm very, very committed to the mission of the Arts Commission.
Amazing. So yes, we're talking about the mix.
We are.
And when is the mix?
The mix is Friday, May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yes.
So, question. If the mix was a theme song, what song would it be?
Oh my God, that is such a good question. I think it would be I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Because we want it's like bright, bold. We want people to be like dressed in bright and bold, bright colors. So I feel like that'd be my answer. What's yours?
Okay. So mine is a little different, but I love that one. So I'm thinking more of the techno house kind of vibe, and maybe like old school Chicago house. So I would do something like good life, good life, good life, good life in the good life. And that's inner city. And for the house heads and the techno heads, they know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes. And I think that would be like the theme song for the mix. Or if the mix were a song, that would be it. Good Life by Inner City.
Good Life. So you have 10 seconds to sell the mix to someone who's never been there.
Okay.
How do you describe it? Go. Oh, we have some food coming.
I hope our clock didn't start already.
The food is here, guys. Ooh.
This is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Oh, the baby carrots look so good. Oh, yummy.
Oh my God. Okay.
So much.
Looks so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Oh, and by the way, we are at Stone Cut Bistro.
Yeah.
Amazing food. And they will be also at the mix, right?
They will, yes. The Hishar family, which runs Beirut, Poco Piatti, and Stone Cut Bistro, are going to have like a variety of foods from all of their restaurants at the mix.
Awesome. Okay, so
10
sell
seconds.
the mix. Yes, sell the mix.
Okay.
To someone who hasn't been to
great.
an event.
The mix is a fun, silly party that has live music, great food, tons of artist activation, and it's basically where all of the coolest people come to party. What about you?
The mix is tall as a cypress. It's beyond all definition. It's still defying place and time and circumstance. It's assailed, it's impervious, it's indestructible. Be at the mix and you will be renewed. That's it. That's it. Mic drop.
I want to be renewed. Let's do that, right? That should have been the end. Maybe I'll cut that to the end. So maybe we can dig in while it's warm.
Yes, fair enough.
And we can
Yeah.
come back.
Okay.
Yes.
sounds great.
All right, we're back. We just had an amazing spread of food.
Yes. Come to Stone Cut Bistro.
What was your favorite?
The lamb chops with like it was like honey jalapeno sauce or something.
Yes. Mine were actually the baby carrots.
Unexpectedly
They
good,
were
right?
so good. And of
They're
course,
so good.
the kafta lamb
Oh yeah,
meatballs.
so tender.
Oh
so
my
juicy,
God. So good. So good. So good.
so delicious. So now that our bellies are full, we're gonna continue our little
Yes.
chat. For those who may not know, what is the mix and why does it matter to the Toledo arts community?
Yeah. So the mix is the Arts Commission's largest fundraiser, and we call it a friend raiser as well. So yeah, so it's a friend raiser and fundraiser, and it is such an amazing, amazing event to really amplify the mission of the Arts Commission, and we're really trying to just integrate art into the lives of people. You know, that's really what we're trying to do, and we're very community centric. There's a term called creative placemaking and creative place knowing, and that's what we do. But there's a lot of misnomers about like, oh, so what do you guys do? You know, what do you really do? And we're in charge of all the public art in Toledo, which a lot of people don't know that. We're actually a model. And also, we're the only arts organization that is funding artists and arts organizations right now through some past ARPA grants. We were really given about $6 million from the city and the county
Wow.
to really fund those who were affected, the whole arts ecosystem that was affected during COVID. And so this is really important. And we're like, just last year, we actually put out about $800,000 to arts organizations and artists to fund them and their projects, and through a grant system. And that is really cool. Like no other organization is doing something like that, and we consider ourselves an arts organization but also an anchor institution in Toledo. Like we are an anchor in Toledo. We're located right across the street from the Toledo Museum of Art in the professional building. We've been there for a long time, and you know, by supporting the mix, what you're doing is really supporting public art. You're supporting our Young Artists at Work program, which has employs 45 plus teens every year of different socioeconomic backgrounds. You're supporting the art loops that happen, Artomatic, like all of these art programming, and that really infuses life into the city. And it's just a really important fundraiser. Yeah, it is.
Sorry, she's
Oh, yum. We're getting lemon cake, the most important.
Special delivery.
Anna.
Special
This is
delivery.
Anna
Oh my god.
from Stone Cut Bistro, and now we have lemon cake. So yes,
Okay.
yes. Well, that makes us transition into, we have a lot of desserts, food and desserts
Food
at
and
the
desserts.
mix. Yeah, we'll have obviously we talked about the Hajar family, but we also will have food trucks and cake in a cup and Jera's Heavenly Sweet and all kinds of food trucks there for food, and it's just going to be a great event.
When mix start?
Oh, I don't. Do you know that? I don't.
Oh.
I mean, it's been around for a long
Yeah.
time. It's been around for a long time, and it's taken on a couple different iterations. I
Mhm.
do know that. So at first, it was a black and white ball.
Yes,
I think that was
Oh.
the original,
Yes.
and it was like people basically came dressed all in black and white, and then that morphed into the Technicolor ball,
Oh.
which was sort of like the
history,
right,
yeah.
and then eventually it turned into the mix.
Yes, that's what happened.
But I mean, I
Oh.
think that this has been an annual fundraiser for over 20 years at
Oh,
least.
wow.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
I just have to add that it's a running joke for those of us who serve on the board. We call it the gateway drug of board membership because most of us served as volunteers first for the mix because it's the hippest, largest, cool art sector party in town.
Yes,
And
it
so
is.
everyone wanted to be affiliated with it. So I served as a volunteer. Half of the board served as volunteers, and then they were pulled into the mission of the organization and started, were asked to serve as board members. So yeah, it's the gateway drug.
What's new or different about this year that you're really excited about?
Us.
Rhonda said that. Well, because you ever chaired the event before? No, neither have I. Well, neither certainly haven't. I think Gretchen has once before.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know.
But I mean, so the one fun thing about the mix is that every year it's at a different venue. It's at a different location, and it's usually at a venue that like you wouldn't just be able to like as a person in the general public be able to just like rent and go to.
Right.
It's usually at places that are like they're like we're using the venue in a different way than what it's usually intended for. So that's always a fun element because it's like exploratory,
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the big thing that we're trying to add this year is a thing called the mixed market.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if you guys like shopping, come on down. Yeah. And basically the idea was, so me and Rhonda and Gretchen will often travel for like weekend trips too. We've gone to like some art festivals or art museums together and things like that. And then of course we all end up at like the little gift shop or boutique at the end of it, and we buy things because it's like you had a great thing and you want to have a little memento and whatever. And so we thought it would be fun to have a little market where all the money will go to support the Arts Commission, and it's going to be set up like a little boutique. And so it's a little different. There's always been a silent auction component, but this is a little different in that like the price point's a little bit lower, and it's also you're not waiting to see if at the end of the night you got it. It's like you can just go into the store and get what you want.
That is so cute. I
And
can't
so
wait.
so that's new. Last year there was a little bit of something like that for the YAAW students had a store. This year we're incorporating. There's going to be artwork from the YAAW students in our mixed market, but then there's going to be like tons of other stuff too. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll bring my card.
Okay.
Oh, is it cashless?
It says it's cashless, but what I've heard on good authority is that if somebody has cash, they will take it.
Okay. How does the mix reflect the spirit and diversity of Toledo's creative community?
Well, it does in the fact that we really are, I use this word a lot, but are amplifying artists. There will be artists in the silent auction. There will be artists in the marketplace. And this is really a place for artists and the creatives and those who are artistically inclined in the community to really support this organization that has supported them. So it's sort of like the gift that keeps on giving, and it's a treasure, for artists. So I think that, and also when you talk about the diversity of the community, like everyone, whether it's gender, whether it's age, whether it's race and heritage, everyone's reflected at the mix. And that's the thing I think that you see in the artistic communities, that we all support one another. And we really, I think as chairs, Gretchen, Molly, and I, we're really conscious about equity as well, because there's a lot going on in our country right now. And I think I talk to the leadership all the time about the Arts Commission, and one of the things that they do is they're really trying to support the arts and culture sector and that ecosystem here. And it's really important. And by supporting the mix, that's really in essence what you're doing. You're supporting the diversity of the community, the artistic community.
Okay.
And I would just add to that, I think that we were pretty intentional about making sure that the food that's represented, the musicians that are represented, and the artists that are represented are all, we made sure that they reflect our community. So, I mean, we could always do more, obviously, but I think that that's something, and I would say that from having volunteered with the Arts Commission for probably the last 5 years, that like, that's so deeply embedded in the organization as a thing that's important to them, that it's not like we're all having to like sit around and, you know what I mean, like bring that up even as a point. Like it just happens naturally because these relationships already exist, and that's really helpful. So yeah, I mean, I think that that's just, in the way that, and admittedly, I think a lot of people do this, come to the event and participate as an artist or a musician or whatever, it at a much lower cost than what they could be maybe making, but we are still paying them. So I think it's important to say that, like, you know, we want to value people's time and value people's talents, you know? So
Awesome.
yeah.
I love that. Um, what does it mean to each of you personally to be a co-chair for the event?
Well, it means it means a lot to me. I'm a little I am not I do not serve on the board for the Arts Commission, and so I was just happy to be asked. Gretchen sort of raised her hand and said, "I'll do it, and I'll rope Rhonda and Molly into it."
That's how
She texted us, and like within 1 minute, we were like, "Yeah,
we're doing.
yeah, guess what we're doing." So I mean, just from like I have been a volunteer, but I think that like it means a lot to me that you know, that Gretchen, quite frankly, and then the other board members and staff have enough confidence in me. But I think that, I mean, is it too shallow to say that I just love throwing a good party?
No, it is what it is. Girl.
I think it's really
Yes.
fun and I get to do it with like two of my very, very close friends.
Yes.
And I get to do it with an organization that I really respect and believe in a lot. And so it's like kind of fun because you get to like do it with people that are really fun. I mean, and not just Gretchen and Rhonda. I should say there's like an entire committee of people, as well as the staff. Everybody is incredibly involved, so it's not just the three of us.
Right.
But and I genuinely love the people that are involved with the Arts Commission. So it's like I get to do something that I love to throw a party, and I get to do it with people I really, really like for an organization that I really love. So it's like a win, right?
Win-win.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. I echo all the sentiments of what Molly said. We're calling ourselves the tri-chairs because there's three of us, but I want to really emphasize as well what Molly already eloquently stated, that there's a whole committee, there's staff, the staff of the Arts Commission they're amazing. And so all of us coming together for one common cause, it always reflects a little bit of the personality of the chairs, whoever's chairing. We get to infuse our personalities, and we're already really good friends. We travel together, as Molly stated. And so I couldn't have said anything better than what Molly stated. It's a pleasure to do this with my very, very closest friends. So
I love that. I think we answered that one. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, that's probably
Hopefully.
long-winded.
Yeah.
we are. Yeah, we have to edit.
What is one piece of advice you give to someone who wants to be more involved in the art community?
Oh gosh.
Is that a loaded question?
Like as an artist or in the creative community or just I mean, I think that there's a couple different entry points, right? So
Yes, it
like
is.
I went to college, I have a degree in graphic design, which I think is, you know, as a designer, I'm not sure that that's always looked at as an artist necessarily, but like but I've always been adjacent, meaning that like I love to look at art. I love being around sort of the energy that creative spaces provide. Even whenever I go to a city, you always first look for like where's their arts district. Do you know what I mean? Because you know that's where gonna like cool people are gonna be, good restaurants are gonna be, interesting things. And so I mean I think I started engaging when I out of college by going to the art loops, probably, I think, actually. And you just get exposed to things that you wouldn't maybe normally see if you weren't looking for it. I've always been a huge member. I mean, I've always gone to the Toledo Museum of Art growing up, you know, as well. But I mean, I think that as I've continued to be an adult here, it's pretty incredible how many artists are here.
Definitely.
Not everybody can be a full-time working artist, right? But a lot of people who are teachers and professors as well as artists, or they do something so that they can also do their art. And I quite frankly think in Toledo, it's about like finding out, staying in touch with what the Arts Commission is doing. There is a lot of free events to be able to engage with.
Programming.
Which I should say, like the mix is a paid fundraiser, and it's not a cheap ticket, but there are other things that the Arts Commission does that you can engage with for free. But the galleries, people are doing open mic night. I mean, you know what I mean? I think that
Pop-ups
there's
everywhere.
like, but I do think you do have to sort of be looking for it.
Definitely.
And be willing to show up and engage with it. because it's pretty easy just to like ignore it and not find it. You know what I mean? Do you have
Mhm.
anything to add to this?
I think I would just add that I would start off as a volunteer. Volunteer for one of our many opportunities, from Artomatic to the Art Loop to the Mix.
The Mix.
You might want to serve on the board later if you
Yes.
do that. But I think that that's one of the ways that you can. And then, as an artist, find out more about the grants that are offered, because you might have a really cool project in mind but don't know how to fund it. And here we are offering like 800,000 last year. We have 6 million that we're administering from ARPA dollars, and that is a great opportunity that is just not afforded to many communities. Educate yourself a little bit about the public art. Who maintains that? Who acquires that? It's the Arts Commission with the benefit of partnership with the city of Toledo. So these are the things that, and then as Molly said, visit local galleries, go to the art museum, go to number one. Shamelessly, I'm plugging that because I work there, but number one in the country by USA Today. We have anchor institutions and arts affiliations here that are big, and artists create, like, they really contribute to the creative economy here. I mean, they're infusing billions into the creative economy in our country, and so a lot of times that gets overlooked. And I just think that that's just an important factor for artists out there who want to become more engaged. There's a community gallery in town that they can engage in and sell their work and things of that sort. But know a little bit about the mission of the Arts Commission. Get involved as a volunteer, and who knows, apply for a job even if there's one that's open. But the Arts Commission is, I always say, is one of the most meaningful boards I've ever served on, because I'm so believing in the mission of the Arts Commission.
Awesome. Okay, so the mix is more than just a party. It is. Final notes. More than just a party. It is.
A revolution.
Ooh.
No. No. It's more, okay, the mix is more than just a party. It's
a purpose.
Yes. Yes.
God, why is this so hard for me? Can we skip me and we'll edit this out?
Okay.
I'll think of it. I'll come up and think about it.
I think that was the last question.
Was it?
Yeah, because I think you guys answered.
Wait, where are all these fun questions?
Oh, I didn't get to that one. Okay, yeah. This is the rapid fire.
I was ready. Yeah.
You ready?
Okay, here we go.
All right, rapid fire. Heels or sneakers?
So rapid fire that takes forever. So pre-COVID heels, post-COVID sneakers.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay. I've always been more of a sneaker gal. Yeah.
I've become a sneaker gal.
Well, thank the Lord that it's popular right now, because
and then
I broke my ankle a couple years ago, and so
yes.
we're not working for me.
Thank you for those tickets.
Yeah.
Signature cocktail or local beer?
For me, it's local beer.
Oh,
it is so signature cocktail.
Oh, you don't like beer?
I love beer. I love a good IPA, but honey,
too.
It is
a signature
old fashioned or Manhattan. I'm a bourbon girl.
Me too.
My whole family hails from Kentucky, so I get it honestly.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I do love a good IPA. I do love a good beer.
Yeah.
We have so many local in town. It's so encouraging, but it's signature cocktail for me.
The old fashioned? Yeah, me too. 80s dance party or 2000s throwback?
2000s throwback for me.
Class of 84, man. Drops Mike, like all the 80s all the way. Pat Benatar, Prince. Are you kidding me? Phil Collins.
Ooh.
Like, it's 80s all the way.
80s all the way.
I'd pick the 90s if it was an option.
Yeah, that's true. You would.
art gallery stroll or a dance floor takeover.
I mean, a dance floor
I know
takeover.
yes, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. The mix is more than just a party; it's a dance
It's
floor
a dance
takeover.
takeover.
That's what
And Molly is the best dance floor takeover
Ooh.
person ever. But yeah, dance floor takeover for me.
Favorite Toledo hidden gem.
Is there really any hidden gems? You know, are there really any hidden gems? Okay, I'm going to tell you. This is my favorite thing. It's not Toledo proper, but I think you mean the Toledo area. Fair enough. Okay, so this is my favorite thing to do. I love to go on a nice long walk at Secor Metro Park, which is pretty far out of the way for a lot of folks. It's practically to Berkey. But I love to go take a walk, and then right across the street from it, there is a gas station, and inside the gas station,
Oh wait a minute.
there is like a place that sells fried chicken tenders, and it's a Shell station on right across the street, and you can buy
What?
chicken tenders like per one, and then they have these massive steak fries that are like double fried, and you can be like, I want 2 French fries and 2 chicken tenders.
Like 2
And it is
wedge fries.
delicious. I'm pretty sure Jason Daniels told me that he knows the family that runs it.
I need to go there
but
now.
It's the perfect little and
That's a hidden
it's one of
gem.
those like grocery. It's like one of those like gas stations that also have like those handheld fruit pies, like fried pie kind of things. Okay, so it's like it's so bizarre. It's so good.
That's so cool, Molly.
Yeah, so that's
That's a good one because
To start like a whole business on this because she is so good when we go on our little trips. I'm sorry.
When we go on our little trips,
Uh-huh.
she is so good about curating experiences like that. So yeah, this is a weird one. This is going to shock you.
Oh, let me.
It's a whole city. So
Oh.
Toledo's hidden gem is actually not Toledo. It's across the bridge, Oregon, Ohio. So
They are
okay,
making
so I'm sorry, I call it. Okay, so for the Oregon mayor and everyone listening, I call Oregon Little Chicago.
Oh.
Okay, so I moved downtown Toledo in the Vistula neighborhood
Mhm.
about 4 years ago in the
Mhm.
Wonder Bread building, which I love and adore. So my nearest like shopping experiences are all across the bridge, 4 minutes away to Oregon. So I, go Krogering there. I work out at Planet Fitness. I do all the things. Well, what endeared me to Oregon was I went to the Big Lots there and got a rare John Coltrane album. And I'm like, and I just start looking around. Where am I? And I just fell in love with Oregon.
Oh.
So I have
That's a good
little
one.
hidden gems, and I just go across the Craig Street Bridge, right over, and I go to Menards and get tools, and I go to Big Lot. Oh, I own some tools.
Tools.
I'm a
Tools.
fixer person. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I have this massive hallway, and I hung all of my art. I said I could be a preparator. I made sure I leveled it and all of that. So yeah, so Oregon is my hidden gem. But if you wanted like one place, it's not hidden because you said it's so hard. I love the Village Idiot. If people don't know
that's
about it
amazing
in
food.
Maumee,
Mhm.
I love the Village Idiot. I like going in and say the Eagle flies south, going to
Oh.
go get my pizza
Uh-huh.
all the way in the end and all the good music there. So
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my
a
little
very good one.
not so hidden gem, but for people
A lot
who
of people
don't know about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have another not so hidden gem too. Is Harvest on Airport Highway. I feel like it's becoming less and less hidden. Is the thing.
Because everybody knows.
But it used to be before they got that facade fixed up. I feel like
that
it was there
hot
for a
pas-
long time.
That hot pastrami
Yes,
sandwich
and they have good beer selection.
and the beer selection.
And in the summertime, they have a cute little back patio.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm always sitting back there.
Yeah.
I'm always sitting back
Yeah.
there like.
Yeah. Okay, we could sit here and talk about fake hidden gems all day long. Yeah.
Stone Cut Bistro.
There you go.
Hidden gem. I feel.
Well,
Yes.
because it's new, so I feel like it is.
It
a little
is.
bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, please come and support
so good.
amazing
Yeah.
food.
It is amazing.
So good.
So May 2nd is the day.
Yes.
7:30.
Tickets on sale now.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come get them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't miss the party.
Please do not miss the party.
Don't get FOMO. Thank you so much for tuning into the first episode. Thank you,
you,
Molly.
Shayna.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Shayna.
I enjoyed all the conversation. It was amazing. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.